do this because I'm starving to death. I haven't eaten today, so
Well,
I
I
might
I
be.
just barely ate, so I had some butternut squash soup from Costco.
Well, I have eaten a few things. I needed something to hold me over. Brazil nuts. Um, you're gonna witness me eat. This will be my sixth, seventh, and eighth one, and I need to tell you, I didn't realize this, but I'm flirting with danger. Did you know these are poisonous?
Really?
It said you shouldn't eat more than four. That's five, and here's six. So
Wait,
if
you're
I
not
pass
supposed
out
to.
and die, you know it's because of the Brazil nuts. Just so you know.
Gosh, please don't tempt fate.
Did you know that? Oh man, I'm riding the edge, Josh. They're so good.
No, I had no idea. Why is that?
I don't know, but my wife said, "Don't eat those." I'm like, "I'm going to." So that's seven. That's seven I've eaten today. So I'm going to
Hmm,
see if this is true or not. I googled it and it says it is, but what does Google know?
right.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's fake news. Um, yeah, I'm kind of curious now. Like, I just want to sit here for the next hour just
I
watching.
just, if you see one of my pupils blow up to like the size of my eye and then like a big bulge in my throat and I pass out, just text Marissa.
Yeah, I'll text Marissa.
You were right,
Put her
Marissa.
put her
They're
put her on
dangerous.
stand. Put her on
Hmm.
standby.
She's my
Um,
emergency contact for sure.
no,
Got these at Costco, man, and yeah, not too
yeah,
shabby.
so obviously, just with what my meal was, I just got back from Costco today. It was the first time I've been to
Welcome.
Costco in like 3 weeks.
They
Like,
had to have missed you. They
I
had
think
to have
it.
missed you.
No, well, you know how when you're gone from something for so long, something changes.
Yeah.
They totally changed my Costco. Like
No.
they changed the self checkout
Mhm.
from one side of the aisle to or the line from one
Mhm.
side to the complete opposite.
Dude, that totally messes up the feng
Completely.
shui.
Yeah, it threw me off so bad because I get there, I'm like, "Oh, no. They got rid of the self-checkout. I'm gonna have to talk to a cashier. I don't wanna
Yeah.
talk to a cashier." You know?
No.
That's like the
You have to look around, look outside to make
yeah,
sure you're still in the one in your city. You're like, "Did I actually
and
drive to some
then
other cities Costco?"
and then you and then you have to, like, make small talk with the cashiers. I don't mind small talk, but it's just I wasn't in the mindset, right? Because I wanted to get in and get out
Mhm.
'cause it had been 3 weeks.
Mhm.
I mean, did that save me money when I wanted to get in and out? No.
Well,
It's
did you have a chance to look at all the spring line of clothing? Because that's all I care about. Because I haven't been there.
Yep, I'm
Oh
wearing my new
my gosh.
wearing
Josh,
my new shorts.
look at those shorts.
Yep.
Let it begin. Here we go.
Yeah,
Summer's
I,
officially here.
bought 2 pair of shorts.
Number 8. Number 8.
Hey, I
They're all gone
seriously
now.
okay, as long as they're gone, but
They're
that's
gone.
that's like twice the amount that you
The
should be
recommended
eating.
amount. Yeah, it says right here, just so you know, just for signs to be aware of, um, that I guess Brazil nuts are safe in moderation, but can be toxic if consumed in high amounts due to extreme levels of selenium, whatever that is. Eat more than 4 to 5 nuts on a daily basis. Oh, on a daily basis, and you could get that toxicity up.
Oh,
Um,
you're fine. Just don't
oh
eat any
man,
tomorrow.
this is the symptoms: hair loss, brittle nails, garlic breath, nausea, and in severe cases, heart or kidney failure. Those I think would be bad. The rest of them, that's just old age, correct?
I was gonna say, like, how would you know,
Man,
right?
all right, I'll be done. No more Brazil nuts for me for the week.
Marissa's listening to this and like, "Man, Blue has garlic breath all the time."
Dude, what is that smell?
At least it's not corn nuts, right?
No, dude, those things hurt, dude. Yeah, like
If you chomp on a corn nut wrong, like, you feel like
yeah,
you broke a tooth.
seriously, yeah. You can't tell which are your teeth and which are the corn nuts. This is true, man.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the worst. It's the worst feeling when like one of your temporary teeth like pop out and you like chew it for a second. Like that's the stuff nightmares are made
Oh,
of.
no, yeah, oh, I actually
You've all
had this
done that, right? You've been chewing gum or something else
Oh,
and pop.
yeah.
You're like,
Well,
dang it,
do
it's
you remember
Friday.
it was, like, 3 or f it's actually probably about 5 years ago
Yeah.
that I lost a tooth eating, like, chomping into, oh gosh, what's the Peep.
Well, yeah, you lost it,
Remember
and
that?
to
Yeah.
lose a tooth eating a peep, man, you've got You've got bad teeth, brother. Like,
Yeah, I do. It
was
was a
it one of those?
well, it
Was
was
it
a
the peeps you
crown.
left out and got hard? Because I
Yeah.
remember you used to leave those out and see how stiff you could
Mhm.
get them. Yeah.
Yep. I I actually was gonna do that this year because there's a formula to that, to your Easter peeps. Like, if you
Yeah.
want the ideal, like, consistency for your peeps,
Hmm.
you want to take them out of your peeps packaging, put them in a
Hmm.
paper bag, and you put them in direct sunlight for at least 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
For at least 3 weeks, because then it gets a good, like, stale consistency,
Wow.
and they're perfection. But
Mm.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been kind of on this, like, Easter candy inflation, like.
Have you noticed how freaking much this stuff costs nowadays?
Yeah.
Damn tariffs, man. Like, what the F?
So, Peeps, instead of coming in, like, I think they used to come in, like, a package of 10 back in the
Hmm.
day, and usually it was about $1, under $1 or whatever.
Right.
But now it's like 6 Peeps for $1.39. I can't. Like, I'm protesting this year
The
on my
peep to dollar
Peeps.
ratio doesn't seem to add up to me, brother. You're right.
No,
The thing that freaks me out
it just
about
gets
Peeps is there's
small.
too many flavors now. There's like Dr. Pepper, and then there's like Red Hot. There's what are we
Yeah,
doing?
yeah, the chili one that I saw at Smith's the other day,
Hmm.
I'm like,
A
because
chili
they're
peep?
speckled. Yeah, they're
Really?
speckled, and they
Hmm.
look like Peeps that have the chicken pox.
Ooh,
Like, it doesn't
bird
look
flu.
appetizing to me at all. I
You
will
got the
say,
bird
though,
flu.
the ones that I do like, I like the Hawaiian Punch ones, and I like the Rice Krispie Treat ones. The Rice
Hawaiian
Krispie Treat ones.
Punch. I haven't
Yeah,
tried that. Hmm.
I like those. The cotton candy
Hawaiian Punch is
one,
a very
eh,
underrated beverage too, I think. Don't you think? Like,
it
who?
is.
When's the last time an adult just like grabbed a Hawaiian Punch? I used to chug those 2 liters when I was in my teens. I think if I did that now, I'd probably instantly get diabetes. But
I
I haven't
I
had that
will
in a while.
say I will say, what is it? C4, the energy drink,
Hmm.
or is it Ghost? Yeah, I think it's C4. They have a Hawaiian Punch energy drink, which I think is a natural adult progression, especially here in Utah,
Yeah, man.
when when most of us don't drink.
Does
Um,
it literally say Hawaiian Punch, or is it like
yeah,
tropical
yeah,
punch?
it's branded tropical punch, and then
Hmm.
or not, it's branded Hawaiian Punch. Um,
Nice.
and then the Ghost has like Welch's grape. I don't know. Did you ever drink
Welch's
Welch's?
grape does not compare to the punch, man. I'm sorry. Like
No, 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 no,
Welch's
no, it
grape.
doesn't. But it's a touch of nostalgia. Like, I grew up drinking Welch's grape soda
Hmm.
and eating Milky Ways. That's
So here's
kind
the
of
deal, man.
part of the reason.
This week's hyperfixation, Josh.
Mhm.
Kool-Aid squeezy things. This is the water stuff you put in your water. So it's like super high concentrate, and it's purple. It's a grape. I'll send you a photo. I've got about 16 of these in my cupboard right now, and they're all halfway
Oh,
used with the dent in the middle. Um, I drink more Kool-Aid now than I probably ever did growing up, and it's become almost let's say an addiction. I don't know why. Like I don't know what I'm starting to shoot this stuff straight. Just yeah, get it in me. Yeah,
I
it's not
just
good.
I I think I'm gonna have to try some because
Dude,
that
I'm telling
sounds.
you, 0 calories, man, and, like, there's something there's something bold about being able to drink grape Kool-Aid in a bottle that no one knows what you're drinking, and you're like, "You think I'm drinking water. It's grape Kool-Aid, sucker." Yeah, it's pretty
Oh,
funny.
man. My fixation has been everything that's behind me right now. I think we talked about this, last week, maybe the week before, but I've just been
Mhm.
going through a lot of my clothes. I did this a few years ago when I had gained a lot of weight,
Yeah.
and I was still holding on to, my skinny clothes, and I guess you could say I kind of gave up hope, whatever. And then
Surrendered.
then I start losing weight, and now I've been trying to get rid of all my fat clothes, and it's hard. It's
Mhm.
hard to like go through because I have like like 5 or 6 bins behind here. So basically what I did, and I don't know, maybe you'll have to tell me because I'm not sure. I'm sure it's my ADHD brain. But I
Mhm.
took everything out of my closets, out of my drawers and everything,
Right.
and I basically threw them, like, on my bed, on the floor, whatever, and
Right.
then I took bins and I organized each bin with summer, running clothes, fall clothes, vacation clothes, everyday clothes, and a donation pile, an initial, like, I know I'm not gonna wear this ever again. I'm to that point. Um,
Gotcha.
I've filled at least a tote full of stuff to donate, and, um, I have all these other clothes that, like, I can't get rid of, but then I
Mhm.
look at my everyday clothes, and it's like, that's the only thing I wear. I only wear, like, my shorts, and I
Right.
wear a
Me too.
basic long sleeve shirt. It's sometimes this one, my Hawaiian one, or I mean, you could go back and watch all of the episodes that on YouTube. I'm
Mhm.
either wearing this shirt, a black shirt, or a white shirt. That's all I wear.
'Kay.
And but like
I see.
I can't get rid of all the other stuff because there's this attachment, and I've tried. I've tried to
All
do
right.
the
Are you
whole
ready for
Marie.
therapist blue? Because I'll tell you exactly why. You ready? ADHD. When you get this diagnosis, like you and I have,
Mhm.
this is the executive function overload issue, right? So ADHD
Mhm.
affects the executive functioning, like planning and prioritizing and decision making. That's why it sucks to make decisions. So sorting clothes, it requires like this multifaceted approach of keep it, donate it, toss it. Does it fit? Will I wear it someday? Each item becomes kind of like a small decision in and of itself. And the mental load that stacks up quickly because you have all this stuff, keep, throw away, toss, whatever. Yeah, it becomes kind of like this avoidant part of us. Like, do I really want to? You hang on to it. You don't know what pile to put it in. But the emotional attachment is like the what if thinking. So clothing
Mhm.
often carries memories and imagined futures, believe it or not. So I wore this on a great day, or I wore these shorts when I ran this marathon, right? The ADHD brain tends to amplify the what ifs. What if I want to wear this? What if I can't find the same style?
Mhm.
Then you get the old time blindness and future planning. People with ADHD kind of struggle with like accurately predicting the future needs you might have. So it's a just in case I'll keep this. So future feels vague and unpredictable. And it's hard to trust whether you remember to buy something that you need someday that's going to match that. So yeah, object permanence, right? This is fantastic. I love object permanence. This is out of sight can truly become out of mind, right? So clothes may be kept
Mhm.
just simply because if I get rid of it, I'll forget it even existed. Or seeing it helps me maintain a sense of control and completeness. So there's a lot of things kind of going on, man. This dopamine task and avoidance. Sorting clothes feels boring and not fun, but then finishing it may not give enough satisfactions to reinforce the behavior. So there's so many attributes to this, man. So realistically, man, you are doing exactly what your ADHD is making you do. So you're normal. Da 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 da. That'll be $15 copay, please.
All right. I'll donate that to Addict to Athlete.
There you
But
go.
yeah, it's like I, of course, overwhelming, right? So
Mhm.
I try to tell myself like every day that I come back from work, I'll give myself 5 minutes to go through a couple of shirts, or if I have some time when I come into my room. I mean, the thing is, I don't sleep in here. This is basically an office slash storage slash extra room. So I mean, I don't have to like worry about clearing out the bed and everything. But yeah, it's overwhelming because I like what do I need to get rid of? And then it's the putting it on to see how well it fits. And
Do you
then
know what
that takes up
sucks?
time.
Yeah, it sucks because right now I'm turning into like Albert Einstein, not in intellectual like strength, but more like
Mhm.
his behaviorisms, meaning like he kind of wore the same thing all the time. I was
Mhm.
looking back at some of the Instagram reels you're pushing. I'm always in a black sweater or black t-shirt
Mhm.
with a black hat. And Marissa's
Mhm.
like, "You have way too many black shirts." And so she got me this hanger that you can hang 5 articles of clothing on, and it kinda hangs down so it creates more room.
I couldn't do
I
that.
have
I
2
couldn't do
full
that.
things of those with just black T-shirts, and I'm like, what's happening here?" So, yeah, it
Dude,
takes
I'm
everything
this
out the decision making. I don't need to decide. A black shirt, shorts, boom,
Yeah.
done.
Well, and I wear the same I wear a hat as well, right? Like, it's
Mhm.
this when I am not at work, this is what I'm wearing all the time, year round. And and so that's why I think I'm struggling a little bit more because I'm like, this is what I wear. I used to wear this more, but like, where am I
Mm.
going to wear this? And I feel like I just need to get into that rage cleaning mode
Yeah, man.
where like I just get angry enough that I just get rid of it all, you know? Because that's usually what happens. Like I have to get mad. I have to get upset to finally just clear things out and to clean to clean everything because
Mhm.
I can't let that emotional attachment get the best of me because
It's a bugger, dude.
Marie Kondo or whatever her name is,
Yeah,
who like, does this spark joy? And you're like, well, yeah, it does. Why would I have all of this if it didn't spark joy?
exactly. Yeah,
Like
this is sparking
my
frustration.
ADHD brain is wired for this kind of joy.
Man, man. Well, Josh, I don't want to change subjects, but that's how ADHD works. But
Yeah, go
you
for it.
do realize that although time waits for no man, unless his name is Chuck Norris, checked out. We've lost him to the ages. Chuck Norris passing away. I don't know how I feel about this because in the beginning there was nothing, and then there was Chuck Norris. So,
Hmm.
like, what are we gonna do now? Who's the
It's
next person that's gonna fill this void? I guess is what I'm asking. Who's going to be the next Chuck Norris? Right now, I don't know if you know who Alan Richard is. You know, but he is a Goliath of a man, and he's been playing. Oh, I can't remember the name of the show now. Everyone's gonna laugh. I'm sure KP and everybody else is like, anyway, Reacher, Jack Reacher,
hmm
and amazing show. But this dude is freaking full muscle. A couple days, I think it was yesterday, he was riding around on his motorcycle, and his neighbor like picked a fight with him, dude. Like his neighbor was like coming out in the middle of the street trying to get him to slow down on his motorbike. He wasn't going that fast because he had like a GoPro on his chest. And literally, we got a live action camera on his chest and the guy's doorbell that was for filming the whole thing. And this freaking guy from England's trying to box Alan Richard. And dude, this guy's like the Hulk. He's huge and he's such a nice guy. But he kept pushing him off of his bike. And finally, Alan, the actor, had to get up and defend himself, just clobbered the guy. Like, it's kind of funny. But I'm like, I like this guy. Could Alan Richter, could he be the new Chuck Norris? I don't know. Like, we
what
might
did you
need to
call
bring
him?
in a third voice.
What did you call him? What did you call him?
Alan Richter or Rickards or something? I don't know, something like that.
Rich
He's in the show
Richson.
Reacher.
Richson.
Richardson. Okay.
Yes.
The guy is massive. He's like
Yeah,
ginormous.
he's
He'd be the last dude I'd want to pick a fight with.
well, he's from
Like,
North Dakota,
well,
He's
I'm from
country
North
bred.
Dakota, but yeah.
Wait, you are?
I was born in Grand Forks, North Dakota. Yep.
You share a birth city with Alan Richson.
Well, we do have the same body type, so it makes makes total sense
Hmm.
in my dreams. But yeah, I
That's
don't know who's going to be. I mean, the Rock Johnson. I don't see he could be the next Chuck Norris. He's kind of a pretty boy.
no, and he's so typecast.
Yeah. Hmm.
Gosh,
I don't know if there's another guy because I mean I don't know how many Chuck Norris films you've watched. I've watched a bazillion of them, and like
I've seen it.
that's
Yeah.
yeah. Um, and then of course Walker Texas Ranger, right? Like there, I don't know if there's anybody going to be that iconic. I don't know.
Um, it's been
Just for
interesting.
memes.
It's been really fun, like just watching a lot of the reels and everything, all the tributes and that have come out. And the one that has just cracked me up is the one with what is it, Joel, the Osmond kid, I see dead people kid.
Oh yeah,
Do you know who I'm talking about? Joel Osmond.
Haley
Oh,
Jones
I can,
Osborne,
yeah, I can't
Haley
remember. I know,
Joel.
like Just like,
Yeah.
why do we have to do 3 names? It's hard enough for just the first and last
Haley
name
Joe
for me.
Osmond. He's one of those
Yes.
guys. Yeah,
And
something like that.
he's in one of the episodes.
Oh,
And
oh, I
yeah,
think I've
do you know
seen
which one I'm
this.
talking about? The one where
Yeah,
he's like,
years ago.
"Walker says
Mhm.
I have AIDS."
That's right, dude. Yes, I've seen that on Instagram years ago, though.
It
Yeah,
was so nonchalant, and everything. Anyway,
that's nice.
it's
That's nice,
cracked
Haley. Get away from me. Yeah.
it it's cracked me up, like, just seeing a lot of these tributes, and
There were a
it's the
lot of those shows. I remember a Punky Brewster episode where a kid had AIDS. Or no, it wasn't Punky Brewster. It was Mr. Belvedere, and Wesley
oh,
brought his
yeah.
buddy over, and his buddy had AIDS, and like it was like womp womp, like it's like, I have AIDS, and then like they showed everyone's face like kind of melt and be sad, and then they cut to commercial.
Cuts the commercial, then everything's fine after they get
Yeah,
back because,
or the
that's how
time I
TV
love
works.
those things like Punky Brewster when Punky brought over her friend that was homeless, and they didn't know what that meant, and so the grandpa guy had to go show her what that was. Those little PSA moments I think is why Generation X, why we're so chill. Um,
Mhm. Yeah,
so
'cause
it's got to be what we watched, right?
we know from Punky's best friend, Cherry, not to go sit in an abandoned refrigerator.
Dude, terrifying. Like I
Mhm.
still remember that episode, like life and death. Yeah.
Mhm. And now it's
But
like
then Indiana Jones tells us to do it if there's a nuclear bomb coming. So who do we listen to?
mhm.
Cherry or Indy? See? You don't know.
I don't know. But no, it is, yeah, I miss those PSAs as a kid.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I don't know if they even have like many. I mean, I don't know. Is there any shows even like that anymore? Like just these goofy kind of
I
little.
don't
I
think
haven't watched
so.
sitcoms. Yeah, I think those are gone now,
Well
right?
well, I'd have to research this. I smell a deep dive coming on. Uh, but like Punky Brewster, I I don't think it was a primetime show. I want to
No,
say it was like
was
an
it?
afternoon,
I think it was.
like an afternoon show,
Yeah, yeah, like after
or
school.
yeah, like an after school. I think that's why they had these PSAs. But there's nothing really, like no live action kind of after school kind of special shows that they have anymore. They're all cartoons, they're all reruns, whatever it is. But yeah, that's gone. Saturday morning cartoons are gone.
See,
Um,
yeah, and I don't really know why that happened. I mean, did they seriously just stop? Did the kids stop watching? Like, what happened? Like, I remember the transition. They went from like cartoons into like animal shows and like
mhm,
guys, that were trying to be Steve Irwin. That didn't really work. And then all of a sudden, it was like Fox News, boring. They
mhm.
don't do them like that anymore. And then Cartoon Network
No,
got their own stuff. So I don't know.
I think a lot of it, quite honestly, it's probably production costs and everything. Producing.
I think that's when Nickelodeon kicked in. So like all of a sudden they
Yeah.
had a whole network designed for it.
Well, and just the production costs of a cartoon and your cartoonists and everything like that, that costs money.
You
And
know,
and
I
so
was
I think,
frustrated with Josh. I was frustrated knowing that most of the cartoons we watched simply were produced to make toys. They weren't like a
mhm,
cartoon first and then, oh, let's make this. They did that crap on purpose. Like,
mhm,
that's why those idiots killed Optimus Prime in 1984 because they didn't realize that all of us kids loved the man. And so, like, they kill him off thinking, we'll just have another robot come and take his place. And that was I'll never forget, dude, like hearing vicariously through my friends because, of course, Blue couldn't afford to go to the movies. We were dirt poor. So I had to hear this secondhand. And when my friends came back and they said, Optimus Prime is dead, I'm like, I'll fight you if you say that again. There's no way. Sure enough, they killed him. Who does that? And I watched a documentary on Netflix about this. They're like, yeah, hindsight, we probably shouldn't have done that. All these toys, man. Star Wars was a movie before toys, and then they realized, hey,
mhm.
kids dig this stuff. So everything else after that were
Yeah.
toys
Yeah.
and then
Well, yeah,
cartoons.
toys and cartoons, right? I mean,
Hmm.
when you look at Saturday morning cartoons, all you have to like you look at all the lineups from I would say pretty much, well, I mean, you could probably do the whole 80s, early 90s.
Mhm.
But you look at it's every hit movie. I mean, the Ghostbusters had the real Ghostbusters cartoon.
Yeah.
Steve Urkel had a cartoon. Muppet Babies is the
Chuck
prime
Norris had a
example.
cartoon. Chuck Norris had a cartoon. You know that, right?
Really?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Was it Texas?
No, dude, no, it wasn't. It was
No.
I remember when they made cartoons after movies that they had over the top, like with Steven Seagal, with Sylvester Stallone. Yeah, the real Ghostbusters. They had to call them the real Ghostbusters because they made another Ghostbusters
Yeah.
an ape or something. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, it's not the Ghostbusters. What the crap is that? I was a big one into like Voltron. Voltron was a top one of mine. Thundercats. I dug the Thundercats quite a bit. Those were pretty cool. Um,
Um, let's see. I'm looking at this right here. I brought up the Wikipedia list, man. This is gonna be my hyper focus for the rest of the week.
yep, let's go.
Yeah. Oh, Heathcliff. Did you ever watch the
I remember
Heathcliff?
Heathcliff in the morning before school. Yeah, and that stupid
Yeah.
penguin. What was that penguin's name? Chili Willy.
That was only
Chili Willy.
that. Huh. There was
Yeah,
only there was only 26 episodes of Heathcliff. No.
dude. I think we've seen each of them 55 times. All right.
Oh yeah. Richie Rich. Tons of Scooby Doo ones.
I love Scooby Doo. That was pretty good. Let's
The
be honest.
Flintstones. Laverne and Shirley had one.
Dude, who the crap wants to watch that, man? Right?
Um, let's
Muppet Babies. You
see.
remember Muppet Babies? Those are pretty good.
Yeah, Muppet Babies. The Gary Coleman Show.
I'm just kidding. I hated the Muppet Babies. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Mork and Mindy had one.
Yep. Mork and
Donald
Mindy.
Duck Presents. Of course, He-Man.
He-Man and She-Ra. Those are I like both of those. Let's be honest. Yeah.
They had 2 seasons. That doesn't make sense. But
2 seasons
130
of what?
episodes of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. They only
That's
had
all
2.
they had?
Yeah, but 130 episodes. Like who?
Dang.
They were cranking them out. I guess. I don't
Yeah,
know.
man.
Oh yeah, the GI Joes. I remember watching GI Joe.
Man, G.I. Joe, that was see.
Alvin and the Chipmunks was a big one for me. Even
Mhm.
the full length movies. Did you ever watch the full length movies? You probably were a little bit older.
No, I never saw those. Yeah. No, I never
Mr.
saw
T.
those.
Yeah, everybody, like Mr. T had one. And then let's see. I'm just looking. I thought of
See?
course Thundercats.
Smurfs? You
Thunder.
remember the Smurfs, right?
Yeah, Smurfs. Oh, the Adventures of the Gummy Bears. That was one of my favorites.
That's a Disney one, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's 6 seasons of that one. The Wuzzles, the Woozles.
Remember the snorkels? They were these Smurfs underwater.
Gem. I remember Gem. Yeah. Anyway, I could probably read this whole list, and that's kind of
All
boring.
right, so the Chuck Norris cartoon, 1986, is called Karate Commandos. Karate and Commandos with a K, Kammandos. Yeah,
Oh.
how about that? Mm-hmm.
Oh, Teen Wolf. I remember that.
Oh my
Like
gosh, I forgot.
it's so weird because like I remember watching Teen Wolf. I remember watching The Real Ghostbusters. The Real Ghostbusters had 7 seasons, 140 episodes. And that's pretty ingrained, I think, in most people's head. Teen Wolf, I remember that very vividly, but it was only 2 seasons of 21 episodes.
Dude,
Isn't
listen
it
to
funny
this.
what catches on? Like
That's so funny. It's so weird. And they thought this is going to be the next big thing. So
mhm,
Chuck Norris, the Karate Commandos, okay, the characters were Chuck Norris, the leader. He was voiced by himself.
mhm.
Pepper, and I remember these people now. Pepper, the lead, a tech expert and mechanic. They had a samurai warrior. They had a samurai champion. They had a guy named Reed, who was Chuck's young apprentice. And then they had this little bugger. And I remember this kid, and he used to piss me off. His name was Too Much. Chuck's young ward. Too Much. And every time they tell him something, they'd say, "Go over there and do that." He'd say, "Too much," and then he'd go do it. Like, too much? They think so little of you that you're too much for them. Like, oh man, too much. Do you remember this? I don't know if you remember this. Oh my gosh, dude.
I
I
don't.
remember that. So stupid.
Alf had a cartoon.
Alf had I do remember Alf cartoon.
Uh, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was
Of
10
course.
seasons, 93 episodes.
That's weird that He-Man had 2 seasons with just about as many episodes.
Yeah, it's weird.
Dude,
Gumby?
Rambo had a cartoon, you know that? Rambo, 1986. Mhm.
Wow.
Like, in fact, Rambo having a cartoon in Saturday morning is mind-blowing because if you've ever seen the movie Rambo, it's a dude walking through a town who gets harassed by the cops, right?
Mhm.
And it's funny because you would think that, like, gets PTSD flashbacks, and that's what happens, but Rambo doesn't kill a single person in that movie. They the people that get killed in that movie are accidental or friendly fire. Like, you don't think he kills anybody.
Oh,
But still, we have
I
a
had no
cartoon
idea.
of that. Like, why in the world would they be like, "I know,
The
cartoon of
Karate Kid
this."
had one.
1989, I
Ooh,
remember that.
the
Yep.
California Raisins had one. It was only 1 season and 13 episodes.
Dude, that's
But
crazy.
I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, enough of that. That
But
was
that's
kind
the
of a
thing.
fun little
We need
deep
someone to
dive.
take Chuck Norris's place for funny memes and stuff. But I was thinking about this the other day. Like, we're gonna start losing tons of like people that we grew up with, like actors and stuff. It's gonna start getting kind of weird. It kind of puts your own mortality into like the
Mhm.
crosshairs. Like, ooh, geez, this is happening. It's life.
Well, I think we've started seeing that, not just with Chuck
Yeah.
Norris, but, oh gosh, I can't remember his name. Buffy the
Lots.
Vampire Slayer guy.
Yep, that guy.
I know people are screaming at us right now. I don't
Shows
watch
you.
TV, all right?
Yeah, and we don't have Kenny here with us, so we have to make
No.
do. I
Yeah,
gotcha.
we just have to make up stuff. Um, but no, it's, we're seeing that, and our generation has kind of seen it with, like with Matthew Perry and,
Hmm.
a lot of, uh, sitcom stars that we grew up with. So it's gonna be interesting, and I think it's gonna hit us in ways that we're probably will blindside us, really.
Yeah, yeah. Speaking of toys, though, like I don't know how my algorithm on YouTube has started to show me these things, but you've heard of Disney adults, but have you
Oh,
heard
yeah.
of Lego adults? Like,
Uh,
Lego adults are off the hook, man. And I don't know how I started watching these guys, but we got some Lego guys out there that are like diehards that like will critique every set that comes out. They will, you know, they'll whine and complain about the Death Star that's just a sliver of a side piece of it and how it costs $1,000. And what's wrong with them. They've made this new thing called a magic brick, and you put it around these certain like figure guys, and
mhm.
they mumble. Like they don't even talk. Have you heard this? You're
No.
paying upwards of $100 for one Lego brick that's called a smart brick. That and you buy the accommodating figures will mumble, and they put it next to them, and they'll sound like blah 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 blah. Blah. They don't even make like real noises. That's mumbles. You should look it up and watch it. I'm like, who's buying this? It's Lego adults. That's who's buying these things. Like, just have you seen how much some of these sets cost?
I know about the Death Star one, and I know
Mm-hmm.
that they're rather expensive.
It's over a
I've
thousand
seen.
dollars. That one, yeah.
Yeah, there's a kid in one of my primary classes that his goal is to save up $1,000 for the Death Star.
He wants that Death Star.
He does, and I said,
Man,
"That's a good goal, but, eventually it's just gonna blow up."
he's like, "I haven't got that far in the episode." Oh, spoiler alert, sir. No, I think it's cool. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think I watched them. I'm like, dang, that's pretty rad, man. Like they have some cool stuff, but like I'm blown away by like how much the adult population is keeping them afloat. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, well, and what was it? About 5 or 6 years ago, there was the Lego Masters TV show that they
I
had on.
love that. Was cool actually.
Yeah,
Yeah. Hmm.
and yeah, like, I
That was during
appreciate
the
it.
pandemic, I think.
Yeah, and I have a lot of friends that are into building Lego and everything, but I never got into it. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I can make a log cabin, and that's about it.
Yeah. Yeah,
you
so
know?
you're still in the old-fashioned Legos. They're called Lincoln Logs. Yeah.
See, I don't know if I have the attention span though to do something with Lego like that, like intense.
I am bummed though, Josh. You've gotta be a little bit bummed when you see the toys that these kids have now that we never even got close to. Like, I would have dude, 10-year-old Blue would have passed out if I was holding a flippin' lightsaber
Mhm.
from Disneyland. When I bought my lightsaber and I went and did the class, I'm like, "This is the coolest thing." I I, uh, I messed around with it for that night, and then I gave it to my son. "Here you go." Haven't touched it since.
Yeah.
I think you bought one, and it's still in
Mhm.
California, isn't it? Like
No, I
or
actually got
here.
it back, but I need to change out the batteries because the batteries are dead
I had to
now,
watch a
but
YouTube video for that, but that's the thing, right? I mean, these kids, they have some pretty rad stuff that we didn't. I mean, we would have lost our minds over.
yeah. No, when I went and I got my lightsaber, I went through that whole experience, like, I I don't think kids had the same experience that I did. Like,
Mhm.
I got emotional. I shed tears in the middle of this because it meant something, and there were just so many, like, life memories and moments that kind of attached to it, where now it almost feels like, and I don't wanna turn this into, like, get off my lawn, but it feels like kids, like, they want that, and then they just kind of, "Eh, okay, I'm done with it,"
I'm
right?
knowing it. Mhm.
And they move on to the next thing,
Yeah.
so, I don't know, it's just I guess there's a deeper appreciation for it, because it really took a lifetime to get something that we wanted and dreamt of, and
Yeah.
kids these days just have so much. They just have the coolest things.
They do.
Like
I'm so jealous.
if you were a kid that was into dinosaurs and Jurassic Park, there's so much stuff out there. Like my nephews have so many dinosaurs and just huge dinosaurs, like
Mhm.
what 3 or 4 feet long.
Yeah.
I never would have had that. Mine were like the plastic ones that, you get it too close to a lamp and it melts, right?
Yeah. I
But
mean, did anybody that you know of when you were young and observant, did any of your friends ever get the GI Joe, the USS Flag, the aircraft carrier? That was
yes,
like the crown.
yes,
You've have you
yes.
seen it with your own eyes? I've never even seen this, but to me, Josh, that was like, are you kidding me? That was like the holy grail of toys.
Hmm.
I mean, again,
It was only one.
if it brought joy to my life, it was a no go in the Robinson house growing up. But you've seen one with your own eyes.
Yes, yeah.
Oh
It
my god.
was.
Do tell.
There was only
I'm
one.
ready.
It was only one kid in our whole neighborhood. It was our scout troop, Weeblos, I believe,
Mhm.
and gosh,
Get a load of this.
between so it was what every Wednesday after school because his mom was the den leader.
Mm.
And so, like, it was the coolest thing. I didn't really get time to play with it because all the other kids just, you know,
Wanted to see it
swarmed
and
with it,
touch
wanted to
it and
see it
yeah.
and everything. But
7 feet long, dude. Where do you put that? You
um,
can't put that under the bed. Like, that
no,
makes a statement.
he
Mhm.
had a crawl space in his basement, you
That's
know,
so cool,
right
man.
next to the bodies.
That is so cool, man. A small price to pay to have that. I'm watching adults buy those things for thousands and thousands of dollars. I mean, it cost I think $100 in 1986 or something, which is equivalent to like 500 now or something. I don't know. Which is mind blowing that anybody talked their parents into getting that for them. Mind
Well, it's
blowing.
it's crazy. It's crazy to see how nostalgia kind of comes around like this, and
Hmm.
because it was not that long ago, like maybe even 5 years ago, it feels like that there's stuff that I had in my basement that I would have just chucked. And now
Oh
I'm
yeah,
like, I sure hope I still have that. I could make some really good money.
dude. We
Like
moved.
VCRs, like
Oh
VCRs.
yeah, VCRs. Yep. People want
Like
those
they're
now.
going, they're
Hmm.
going for like $100, $200.
Yep. Yep.
And it's nuts.
Like those old stereos that everyone had, like those old stereos that have like 5 different components. Like even those are like super expensive now. I would never have thought. I mean, we moved so much though that I always lost my crap. Like we moved all the time, 22 times
Mhm.
before I was 18. And so I lost all my baseball cards. I had tons of Garbage Pail Kids and now those are worth money. I'm like,
Oh.
what the crap, dude? Lost everything. And just because we moved. And so I'm sure this box got put in that box, got put in that truck, got thrown in the garbage. Like
Mhm.
sadness, Josh.
Mhm.
Sadness. No attachments here.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's, gosh, yeah, nostalgia, it's just it's such a funny thing, like, going through stuff even now at my parents' house, I I still have stuffed animals from my childhood.
Do you really? That's
Yeah.
amazing.
I mean, they're not a lot. I have some killer whales that my dad didn't throw away.
Mhm.
I do have some pound puppies that that were kept,
Incredible.
and, and just, a few other things here and there, and it's just like, it's so I don't know, it's nostalgia is such a weird feeling.
It is.
It's, I think the best way to describe it is, it's more like long-term deja vu in a
Yeah.
way.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
it's like, well, I don't know if you have had this experience with how many times you moved, but I lived in my house, my childhood home for 27 years, and then
That's mind blowing.
until we moved. Well, total we lived there, I think, 38 years or whatever.
Holy crap. Yeah.
But it's funny when I drive back up to Bountiful and I drive back into that neighborhood, it's like I never left. It is the weirdest feeling, and even when we've gone through the house a couple of times,
That would be
after
weird.
we
Yeah.
sold it, which was really weird because the people that bought it from us completely, remodeled and everything. And so there's these little glimpses of what my childhood home was like
Yeah.
that they hadn't changed. But what was really trippy is that they did nothing to the backyard. And so
Oh.
you go from this vaguely
It's like a
like
weird fever dream.
familiar, then
Yeah.
you go outside and you're like,
Oh.
I'm home.
Home. This is
Like
it.
this is it, I don't know. It's just, it's trippy, but nostalgia is
That would be
it
weird. It'd
really
be weird for me to go to back to some of those. Like, it would be very strange because some of them are not good at all. Some of them are really, like bad, just bad,
Mhm,
juju, not good. It is weird in Orem where Merce and I bought our first house, to
mhm.
go back there. Like, it is strange. And I remember when we moved everything out, like how weird it felt. Um, but it's funny because I'd never had that feeling like what you're talking about because yeah, we moved so much. So I can't even imagine what that would even feel like, like, wow.
I'm sure
That
you
happens to me when I
have.
listen to music. Certain music
Yeah,
and times of the day unlock certain memories. Like I
mhm.
was like listening to just like some kind of playlist a couple days ago and I had the sunroof open, window down, and it's just so freaking random. What is it? The Go-Go's. We got the beat. And I'm like,
Oh,
this is
yeah.
weird. I felt like 1982, and I'm like, "What?" It was just weird, and I'm like, I
Mhm.
remember listening to this with my mom driving around us in the back of the station wagon, no seatbelts, tumbling to each side as she made her sharp turns. Like, how crazy! Like, so music does that to me, but yeah.
Smells also do that for me. Like,
Mhm.
even today, because 'cause it's been here in Utah, like, I swear we're experiencing summer right
This
now.
office is like 1,000 degrees right now. I'm dying. Yeah.
But no,
Mhm.
I'm dying too here,
Yeah.
um, because it's really
It's
hot.
crazy.
My
Mhm.
wife refuses to turn on the AC, uh,
Okay, you and
and
I are
s
the same, and Marianne and Marissa are the same. Like, my wife will not do it until it is blistering hot out there. Mhm.
yeah, I'm like, "Are you trying to kill me? Like, do I need to check if there's been an
You're
insurance
skinny now,
policy
Josh,
taken
you don't
out?"
need it. Mhm. Yeah.
Um, but, yeah, smell, just there was a certain smell today when I was driving home from work that I'm like, That's summer. That's the smell of summer, right?"
It's
And, like, for
weird.
me, it's, the smells of summer can be anything from, um, like car wash soap. Like,
Mhm.
that's a big one for me. Gasoline.
Yeah.
Uh, Also with vacation. I think
Mhm.
we've talked about this in the past. Cigarette smoke, tobacco smoke. Like, n that brings me back to Vegas, right? Now Vegas
Yeah.
is just all full of
Bunch of nobodies down
all
there.
the
Feels
yeah.
like a ghost
W
town now, I hear. Yeah.
Well, it's a ghost town, but then plus the smell of Vegas is just,
Weed.
oh,
Yeah, it
oh.
stinks. You know what's crazy is
Um,
I remember a couple years ago, my daughter was using, coconut tanning oil, and I'm like, "That's
mhm.
Lagoon." Like, it smelled like
Yeah,
Lagoon to me. I'm like, "That's crazy." Like,
that's another
and I was
one of
telling
mine.
them, and they're like, "What?" People I'm like, "It just smells like Lagoon, that coconut tanning oil," which is crazy when you think about it. Let's, bathe ourselves in cooking oil and go out and get a sunburn. Like, that's not
Like, I know exactly the smell that you're talking
Uh-huh.
about, and I love that, like, that brings me back to, again, to summer.
Tropicana. Yeah, mhm.
Yeah, and or, like, 7-Eleven. That brings me back
Right.
to summers of, like, 1996, or going to Top Stop, and you remember the cap games that they had underneath,
Oh,
like, the
yeah.
Sprites and everything?
Dude, that stuff was awesome. They used to do some cool stuff back then. I remember sometime in the late '90s, early '90s, or somewhere mid '90s, they had like a Coke, remember Coke thing where if you opened it, like money would pop out of it. Did you remember this?
No.
Like, now I swear this isn't a fever dream. And I remember thinking, how in the world would that work? They put them in like the case of 12 packs, and you would open it and like money would come up. Like, no, there's no drink in there, but they roll up money. You should Google this because you're looking at me like, what the F, Blue? But I'm telling you, man. And I remember thinking, that's a crazy thing. But yeah, when you get like Snapple and it would give you this funny little statement, or, yeah,
Mhm.
like you get caps underneath, you try to like look underneath them when they were a little bit fat.
Yep.
Remember the balls used to be fat? They used to have like
Mhm.
styrofoam labels and you could like peel
Mhm.
them off into like a stream. Yeah. They don't do that anymore, man.
No.
Like,
No,
lame.
I remember, gosh, so many summers going down to the grocery store, to the gas station, getting your 7 or your Sprite bottle, right? And then
Mhm.
there were times where, like, we would get, a free Sprite after a free Sprite, and I loved it. Like, it
Yep.
just, I don't know. It's just, maybe maybe I just need to, like,
Maybe we need a time machine.
become a
Yeah.
teacher so that I can have summers off or something.
Yeah, man.
That
Yeah.
would be that would be nice.
It would be, and I think, there's I don't know, there's ways to do that, I think, when you get old and retired, but then your body can't handle it. But I
Mhm.
don't know, man. I'm with you on those things. Those Did you ever have anybody in your friend circle that would, like, collect the cans when they come out with, like, exclusive cans? Remember the Pepsi cans that if you position them just right, it would say the
Yeah.
word "sex"? You remember that? Like,
Oh, yeah.
that was
Yeah.
funny.
Well,
And people still have those, Josh. People still have them.
Spencer just collects, like, Mountain Dew cans out
Does
of
he?
nowhere. Yeah. Like,
Wow.
I don't
We're
think
like we're
there's
we're
a
both speechless. We're like,
I
"Wow."
know. I'm like, I don't think there's any reason
Have
other
you
than he's
seen
just
his
collecting them.
collection? Like, are you did like,
Yeah. Like, yeah, when we were recording the other show, like, he'd have them in the background.
open or unopened?
Um, I think most of them were open. He did
Okay.
have now, credit to him, he did have a lot of, like, exclusive flavors.
It's funny you
So,
say
I mean,
that.
I
Let me
can
show
kind of
you.
see.
This has been in here for probably about 6 months, and it's a Coke can that says Savannah on it, my daughter, and I'm like, "What are we doing with this? It's not open yet." Uh,
Mhm.
like, it has her name on it, whoopity doo dah. There's never a blue, and no one has a blue on there, but that's pretty cool, but I'm like, it's been
Be too
sitting
close.
back there for about 6 months, and I'm thinking, "Should I
Yeah.
drink it?" It doesn't know, but, like, see, why do we do this? Why does this she bought this for she doesn't drink Coke, Josh,
Mhm.
but what are we gonna do with this? Like, if I throw it away, she'll be pissed. She'll never remember it unless I throw it away. Um,
This is the
what do we do with
dilemma
this?
that I live with ADHD when I'm trying to clear these bins behind me.
See? It comes full circle, sir.
Yeah, it
Full
does.
circle. Mhm.
Like, it's just, I don't know. I don't know. You can't, I don't have the answer to
Do you
what
know
you're gonna do with that can.
do you know what else I
It's
have
just gonna
problems
be
with?
there.
I have problems with cords. Like, I have tons of cords. I've got USBs, USB-Cs, HDMIs. I've got USB-C to
Yeah.
USB. Dude, I have so many, and I'm like, I know I have
I
cords
mean,
that
I
look like
just
those cords, but I don't wanna throw them
mhm.
away because what if we need them?
No. No, I know. And and the thing is, even with, like, the new iPhone, right? Like, and you know how they've changed the
Yeah, to USB-C,
whatever, yeah. I'm like, I can't get rid of
The
my
Thunderbolt, huh?
of the
Thunder?
Thunderbolt
Yeah, whatever that's called,
because
yeah.
well, and I guess part of that is because, yeah, most of the other Apple accessories, at least for the time being, need the Thunderbolt, thing. But
We're
then
dating, yeah,
how many do
mhm.
I need, right?
Yeah,
And then
absolutely.
don't get me started on the stupid location for the charger
I
on
hate that. Whoever designed that needs to go downstairs and not go upstairs to heaven, man. I'm telling you, man, that's the
like
stupidest design.
because then it's like I'm worthless for like
The
a good
magic mouse.
hour while it
Mhm.
charges.
And there's no
And
getting
then
around it. There's
no.
no getting around it. You need that.
Yeah, and so like I have to leave it there for at least an hour to charge. I can't do the whole 100%, but then I tell myself, okay, well, when I log off, I'll plug it in and then I'll come back and it's charged.
And
Does that
then?
happen? No.
Oh,
No, it
mm-mm.
doesn't.
Nope.
Never.
But I've missed podcast recordings with people on the Addict Alley podcast because of that very thing. Like my keyboard's dead, and then I'm like, "Oh crap!" So I plug it in, and that's great because you can get on it. But then I'm like, "Oh crap! The mouse is dead," and you're
Mhm.
just dead in the water.
Yeah.
Yep. Everything requires batteries now. Like everything, it's a nightmare. Like we have like cameras outside that require batteries, and so every week I have to climb up on the ladder to change these stupid things. And I'm like, this doesn't seem good. So then it came out with like solar panels, which were amazing. But now our house looks like a flippin' NASA tower. So I'm like, this is weird. Convenient, not really. And everything requires Wi-Fi. I didn't know how many. We have Google Fiber, thank heavens. We
Yeah.
have like 95 things on our internet. I thought all we had was our kids' cell phones. No, we've got like we've got our oven can connect to Wi-Fi, our garage doors connect to Wi-Fi, like all the kids stuff, all their Xboxes and everything's Wi-Fi. Josh, everything is crazy, man. Things you didn't even think of. Like yeah, our oven. We can turn our oven on with Wi-Fi. We have like smelling things in here instead of burning candles. Marissa got these Sensi things that pump out oil, which I'm sure is just as devastating to your lungs as whatever wax is in the air. But like those are Wi-Fi. Everything's on Wi-Fi. All of our
I
Alexas, everything.
now I kind of have some empathy for those people who were so worried about like the rate like the waves and the Wi-Fi waves,
Maybe none
that
of us
they're
had ADHD until Wi-Fi came on, and then we're like, oh yeah, who knows? Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I know that my aunt would always tell us to well, she was the one who would always tell us not to stand so close to the microwave. You
Mm.
know, I think there's something to that.
We all
I
had
don't
those
know.
crazy family members. My mom was the crazy family member that did this to everybody else. She'd always say like, Master Domus. You remember who Master Domus? That guy who like predicts the future, like.
Mhm.
And I remember being just scared out of my mind as a kid watching this, and he's like, he predicted Hitler. He predicted the assassination of JFK, and he's predicting thermal nuclear war, like war games, right? And everyone's like, Trump, it's Trump. He's the Antichrist. I'm like, well, Trump's not smart enough to be the Antichrist. Like, we've only got a few more years with him. We'll figure this out later. But I don't know, man. Like, there's always a funny relative that has those kind of like thoughts, and my mom was that one for our family, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and you just kind of like, okay, you just nod your head and
Yeah,
you're like,
all right,
okay, yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah, like what they say, like everyone's gonna get a chip in their forehead or something, mark of
Mhm.
the beast or something. I'm like, dude,
Mhm.
what? Like, why would we do that when we have cell phones? They were just
Yeah.
they were. Oh, we hold them in our hands all the time. It's gonna be
More
true.
effective.
Not
Yeah,
really.
they're more effective. I I don't know.
Man, do you know
I don't
what?
know.
We have crossed the spectrum, but welcome to the Best Darn Podcast Show as we wrap this up. We have gone from A to B to Z
Oh
to
my gosh.
graphing the
I
subcoordinates. Mhm.
totally forgot that we didn't welcome anybody.
Well, I think they feel welcome. At
I
this point,
know.
we are
I
just
know.
semantics at this
If
point,
you're
correct?
still yeah, if you're still listening, thank you.
Mhm.
But no, I'm kind of excited now for the rest of this week because I have a few things to deep dive on, like
I do
Saturday morning
too.
cartoons,
Mhm.
and let's see what else am I going to deep dive on.
I'm gonna deep dive on Mastradamus, see if that guy's still calling the future or not, wherever he's from.
Well, he's dead. You're talking about Notre Dame?
Yeah, that guy. What am I saying?
Nost-
Ne
I thought you said Nostradamus.
Nosferatu? Isn't that the vampire?
I don't know.
Predicting the future vampire?
Uh,
Yeah.
I don't know, but I
Man, oh man. Yeah.
we better end this thing.
All right. Well, everyone, welcome to the show. It's good to have you here. We'll see you probably next week.